girl, be settled down. Relax yourself, girl, be settled down. My brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're color. Happy and we're singing and we're color. Give me a high five, singing and we're color.
Yo, welcome to the brothers. This is Lip.
This is Ty.
It's your boy Big Whoop.
It's KP.
And today we back with another episode, y'all, talking about how long should you date before you get engaged. To answer the question, I say 1 year.
I don't have a time limit.
I'll go with 2 years.
Me too. 2 years for sure.
Okay. So we got some points that we want to touch on. And, give a little feedback on our input. And make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe to us on all our social media. We need to get that out there. And comment some points, some feedback. Give us some feedback in the comments.
We need it all.
Yes, and we appreciate it. All feedback. Negative, positive, we want it all. So, one point that we got is what you should know about the person that you're dating is how they act in stressful situations. And I feel like that is very much important because if shit hit the fan, you about to head out on me or we gonna figure it out together.
Exactly.
I feel like that's something to know.
If I'm down and out, you gonna be able to, step up, be that wife, and take care of situations. Or you just gonna bounce. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be with somebody who ain't gonna have your back like you will have their back.
In a job situation, if such and such, like they lose their job or whatever the case may be, are you able to get that together? Are you able to step up and be that person for them?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need a backbone.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
And the job situation is crazy anyway. People get laid off and you can't help that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's the companies and, well, you know what I'm saying? They was negotiating a contract with person. They was off for 14 days.
Yeah,
Woo! And that right there is hard, especially if you get paid weekly. That's a hard.
And then unemployment is nothing. Shits and giggles. Because that's a joke. Unemployment is a joke. And then it take you so long by the time they was getting their unemployment checks, it's time to go back to work. Don't nobody got time to be waiting for no check.
No, unemployment, you getting about $400, maybe $300.
Right, when you used to bring in $1,500 to $2,000 a week, and you know what I'm saying, $1,000 checks a week, you gonna give me $400?
Y'all know
to cover my grocery bill. Okay.
Y'all know what inflation looking like. So
exactly.
Inflation is crazy. So $300, what is that gonna do? How is that gonna take care of anything in a week?
So I just feel like all of that says you should just know what kind of person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like that sums that up. Like how do you handle your own stressful situations? So really, how can you handle it when it's a whole nother person involved? And then if kids is involved, that's a whole nother situation too. You know what I'm saying? So all of that factors into how do you handle your own stressful situations or whatever. Another point that we got is it love that's why you want to be engaged, or is it lust? Do you just like what happens in the bedroom and now you feel like this is the person I want to be with for the rest of my life? Sex ain't everything. Lust is sexual. When I think of lust, I think like it's a sexual thing. You like what I could do for you as far as like your sexual needs and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Actually, to love somebody fully, you know what I mean? That's different. Like, I don't know. I need to love you. I can't just like what you do. That's a part too.
Right.
Like, I definitely care. I definitely care if you can meet my needs in the bedroom, but that's not my sole focus.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm talking about you actually know my soul. You actually know what I'm thinking. Like that.
okay.
That type of
No me.
mentally
You know what I
connection.
order from every restaurant. You can go in there and order it for me. That's
Hey,
really loving somebody and caring enough to know what they order from
Paying
every
attention.
you
restaurant.
know what I
Paying
like on my taco?
Okay.
I like on, you know what I'm
The
saying?
little things.
Exactly. It's usually the simple things. It's the
Yeah.
simple things.
I don't know. I feel like a year, that's why I said a year, because I feel like in a year's time, you should be able to know these kind of things. Now we've been together for all 4 seasons. And you know what I'm saying? Some people like to be little ho-hos in the summer. You know what I'm saying? I need to see how you is when it's cold. I need to see how you is when it's hot. I need all 4 seasons at least to make a sound decision. This is the rest of my life we're talking about. And when people plan to get married, divorce ain't the first thing. It's not. Yeah, it's not what you going for. I'm not getting married to you to be divorced in a year. So it's like I need to make. This is a sound decision that I'm making, and I'm 1,000% sure that I love this person. And this is the person that exactly this is the person that I want to be with
Longevity.
for the rest of my life.
I mean, you need
That's
to
do us
know.
part. We get buried together.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you.
But you gotta talk as loud as us.
Okay. See, in my situation, I met her like 2 years ago. I loved her as a friend before we even got together.
Yeah. So then that answered the question too. Like it ain't
You
just
don't have to.
I loved you before I even knew what you could do for me
Exactly.
sexually.
There wasn't no sex involved or nothing. Like that was literally my friend. When I met her, she had somebody and I had somebody else. So
It basically y'all clicked.
we definitely
Right.
Yeah.
On a deeper level than just the lustful part. It was more than how you got a nice body.
I could say
It was more than the outside. You know,
it was an emotional connection.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's definitely what that was. Emotional. And that's the strongest connection right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You gotta have some kind of emotion involved. Like I gotta feel for you in some manner. Like I have to feel for you. Or I can't just be with nobody just for sex. If the casual sex is cool with me. Like if I was single, casual sex is something that I could get behind. I don't have to be tied down. If we ain't gotta be tied down and we could just be humping, then that just we know what it is, and that's just what it is. I mean, I'm for real though. I ain't about to be like let's get married because I want to hump you. That's insane.
That makes sense. If you gotta actually, you gotta walk. That's a lot of work to be trying to get married for just sex.
Exactly. And the money. This is expensive. Hello.
A little bit.
Ain't about to be playing. We ain't about to be playing. We doing this shit one time. And if it don't work, I'm get back to casual sex.
No, you ain't. No.
Okay. Another point is the family dynamics. I'm gonna just break that point up into your family dynamics. How would our families mesh? Do you have kids? If you coming in a relationship with kids, do my kids approve? How do my kids feel about somebody? You know what I'm saying? That's
Kids a big thing because a lot of women is not gonna talk to you. You can't get
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
because a lot of real moms,
their
their kids come first.
Yes, for sure.
I'm putting my kids first. If my kids don't got the approval, then it's over with.
And it's mainly about, I could say, when the kids is having an issue with that person, like your significant other, that means that's gonna scratch that out.
And then it mess up your relationship too.
Yeah. And if y'all can't like come together and like figure out the situation and talk about it, or and resolve it, then it's gonna be an issue
For sure.
And then some parents with kids, they don't want that significant other to tell their kids to do anything. Like
that's another thing. Disciplining the kids. Like some women is like, don't discipline my kids.
Exactly.
Just tell me, or what I'm saying, something like that.
But with me coming into my relationship, I didn't touch. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I told her everything. Hey, he did this. He did that. I'm not touching your kid. She gave me permission, but I ain't taking. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, you're not mine. So I'm not about to,
But this in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You're not
It's not respect.
even the marriage. You know, we married now, and I still don't. I cut it to him. I, talk to him, yell at him, but I'm not gonna touch him. Still.
But see that weighs in like where's the other biological parent? Because if the other biological parent is active, because I ain't gonna hold you, I'm getting my kids ass. I've been getting my kids ass they want, but they other parent, their biological parent.
You know what I'm saying?
Their biological parent is not in the picture. He's not around. He have not seen my kids in over 10 years. So that's
no.
I'm their parent.
Exactly.
So it ain't no If I don't even care if they mama around here, gone there. If I got an issue, I'm swinging. My kids know how I'm coming. My kids know how I'm coming. If I got a problem, I'm gonna address the problem with the kid. I ain't gonna,
Like Tyson.
because it ain't like the other parent is active, like where I could be like, oh well, get him because he did da 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 da. No, I'm gonna handle it.
As he was younger, I did that. Like, cause, we was just getting into it. I'm not about to. I'm a kid myself, so I just, as he got older though.
You're not a kid. And that's the problem.
As he got older though, man, he'll really, he listened. He got me and him got more attached, so it was perfect. So
I mean, with my wife, she she basically gave me permission like at the beginning, but I still wasn't in that headspace to either like pop them
So
or
what
anything
if I
like
do?
that.
And you get mad?
Yeah, but she
Go
had to basically get into that mode where she like, well, this is their other parent, so I'm going to give you permission to discipline them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
sure. And especially if now we live together.
Exactly.
That's a whole different thing because I don't care if the other parent in the picture or not. If we in my house, it's my rules. They do whatever they want to do when they at your house. But when they here with me, the residential parent.
Exactly.
No. It's off.
As long as you under my roof, you will abide by
Exactly.
There won't be no disrespecting over here either.
At all.
No.
That's not something.
I understand that I'm not your biological.
And when we talk about family dynamics, it's bigger than kids too. We gotta mention parents. Some people have overbearing parents that like to be so involved in their kids' relationship lives and all of that. A parent can mess your situation up.
Yeah.
Like to talk about a situation that I was in, I was being gossiped about. Well, somebody in my significant other's family was saying stuff about me and didn't know that I was hearing it. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, she didn't just let Jazz come in and take over and do da-da-da-da. And it's like, I ain't never seen that happen. But what I did was I came in and I gave structure. And that was something that they wasn't used to. She don't need you as much as she needed you. So now it's the issue with me because I'm getting her to live to her best independence. You don't have to. I haven't had parents in 1,000 years. So I had to be an independent person growing up. Ain't no call my mama if some shit going bad. I don't got nobody to call. So I had to learn to be able to, take on whatever come my way. So I feel like when I came into the situation, I'm very much dependent on my mother. I'm very much dependent on my dad. And then I came in and it was like, oh no, we about to move. We're not about to be staying with your parents. No, we grown. Like it's time to put the big girl pants on and be grown. And the mom wasn't feeling what I was putting down. It was like she just letting Jazz just run everything. No,
it's called being responsible.
Exactly.
You grew up.
Exactly. And now our relationship is better than theirs. I talk to the lady all the time. We shoot the breeze, love her to death. Like, but that hurt my feelings when I first heard it. Like, what? I rock with Jazz because Jazz didn't made you get on your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't received that way.
To her, like,
yeah,
that way.
It
somebody had to really explain to her what you was trying to do.
Yeah.
And once they did, now y'all like this.
Yeah,
Now
now
y'all locked. Y'all good.
Yeah, it was like two sides to that
It
conversation.
probably hurt her too. Like, she just took her away from me. Like, I get it,
It was
but
two emotions.
But now she got somebody else that she could call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She is available, and I am.
I got
Now you got
here.
somebody else. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She called me more than her. Hell, for rides. She called me more anyway.
And that's what's up,
But yeah, like, so parents can be an issue too.
Definitely, because I feel if I can get along with female parents, I don't want to be with you, period, because I respect people's parents because I don't have them. So,
Yeah.
And I feel
it's
that.
like,
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to be coming off disrespectful.
exactly, but
And then I kind of felt like that, like when I was in a position to defend myself or even address it to her. Like, I feel like you should say something about that. Like, I don't feel like that should just blow over because that wasn't cool.
And you know what's crazy? Some spouses, parents feel they have so much authority over their kids still to this day.
Even though they
as
grown.
they're
Even though they
adults.
grown. Yeah.
They're adults and they feel like they could just tell them what they can do. They have to do this, that, and the other. No, I'm grown. Why should I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm
Exactly.
grown. They still think that. They still, well, I had you. There's a lot of parents like that. I had you and you owe me type of thing. It's so many parents like that. It's sad. It's definitely sad. For sure.
I didn't have that with mom. My mom was cool. It also was some, girls back in the day that she did like, but her and Tiff get along. She liked Tiff, I love it.
Yeah.
Tiff parents, they cool. I was cool with them. They was cool. I was cool. Our families.
And then I was going to say, though, for your situation, though, while we talking about families, because y'all like interracial.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too. Like that could have used shit. And I've been on eggshells of meeting them. Like, how they about to receive
And
me?
then it was stories, that her parents really didn't care for blacks, but they was cool, and they grew out of that. By the time me and her got together, they grew out of that. But at the same time, like,
And then her kids are interracial.
oh yeah, exactly.
And biracial, my bad.
And her mom loved me. Her mom told me she loved me too. And my wife was shocked, like, like, what? Wait, I ain't even got that. Like, but it was cool, and her dad was just cool. I thought he was part of the mob, but R.I.P. John. But I thought he was really part of the mob, but that's how he looked. But he did his things, but he was cool. Her whole family cool. I love her aunt too. Yep, her whole family is amazing.
Yeah, see, I never dated nobody outside of my race, so I wouldn't even know how to that's whole new territory for me. I wouldn't even know because I'm black in every way. Every way you could be
It's
black.
not bad. It's not bad though. I have in the past.
Yeah, you went to Mommy Valley, of course.
And it wasn't even at school.
Look at me, of course you did.
Nope. And I went to Mommy High School.
I like Blueberry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's that Julia.
Okay. It was Mommy High School, to be clear.
Yeah, high school.
Two different things.
Mm. But yeah, families is definitely when you talking about marriage, definitely how y'all families interact. Yeah, all of that. My family, we just one big old family. You wouldn't know who was related to who at this point.
Right.
At this point, our families mesh so well that you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, oh,
It's a good thing, though.
That's a great thing.
It's a good
That's
thing.
that were really your cousin? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't even know.
Exactly.
So
That's what's amazing.
that's great. Like, yeah, it's beautiful. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, Sarah married into my family, and we welcome Sarah with open arms. Like,
And we've been
and her mom.
Like,
And her mom.
Yes.
Like, we love Mama Stacy.
Yeah.
Mama Stacy. Love her. But yeah, like, even her mom come to stuff with yeah. It's dope.
looking at me. I'm looking at you.
Clowns. Anyway,
Like
next point.
Next point.
deserved.
Let's go.
Pre-marriage counseling. Now, this is my point because I just feel like counseling is mandatory. Solo counseling and together. because I can't be good for you until I'm the best me. So I definitely feel like independent counseling first and then counsel together. And then, yeah, before any wedding date is even planned, like just be going to the counseling because yeah, that's where you get to just really let it all out and actually have to listen to what the other person is saying. You know what I'm saying? No interrupting. Because when you arguing with somebody, you
don't
cut
need
them
to.
off. I ain't trying to hear that because I want to say this, and you know what I'm saying. It get out of control, but to actually have to sit there in the quiet and hear what they're saying to you because you could be taking it the wrong way. Like I watched Iyanla and I heard like seeing her with a couple, and she like tell her how you feel when she does XYZ. And the wife will respond and then she'll ask the husband, like, so what did you just hear her say? You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes they
hear
You know what I'm
what
saying?
they
Yeah.
selective hearing.
Yeah, you hear parts.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You hear the part that rubs you the
You
wrong
hear
way.
what you want to
Yeah,
hear.
you don't hear what I love who you are as a person, but sometimes when you raise your voice, that bothers me. But what I just heard was when I raised my voice, that bothers you. You ain't fuck. I love you as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Block out.
Yeah.
It's either you talking to me or you talking through me because it's a way.
Yeah,
You can talk to the person, but yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely a difference.
Yeah, so I feel like counseling is definitely mandatory when considering marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. No,
Yeah, wholeheartedly. And then if it's kids involved and it's issues with the kids, take them too.
yeah.
Do it as a
Everybody
whole
get that
family.
counseling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like, no, I'm gonna be with this person, which is very rare when you don't get along with people, kids, that the relationship like just really, really works, unless
No, who
all
don't like
parties
kids?
is willing to
Like,
work.
that's the crazy part.
But they don't necessarily got to be the person not liking the kids. It can be the kids not
Liking the person.
approving of the person. So you know what I'm saying? If this is something that you know that this is what I want to do, despite what my kids is feeling, absolutely take the kids too, because it's a reason why they
We gotta
feel like
fix
that.
this. We gotta fix this.
True. Me and
Yeah, they don't feel like that for nothing.
me and my wife, we went to counseling before we even got together. Like dating wise, when we were dating, we went to counseling and got that nipped in the bud because I had a lot of anger problems then. So I had to get that together. I was in anger management for a while because my anger was just not the greatest. So yeah, I know. Don't be looking at me like that.
That's why she's so calm now.
Yeah, I'm literally because I went to counseling and got that together. Yeah. Yep, sure did. So now I'm real cool. I don't have no issues, but it's very important because now I was able to figure out myself before I was able to get into a relationship and understand her too.
Yeah, then you carry stuff.
Exactly.
You carry stuff.
Pain,
and then make
trauma.
the person that you currently with pay for somebody else's sins.
Exactly.
That's not fair.
Exactly.
That's not. I ain't do it. I didn't leave you high and dry like you want to be.
I ain't take your money.
So okay, because you be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the reason. So yeah, you need to work on that, and that comes with the independent counseling. Like you need to look within yourself. Like people have issues from childhood.
Trauma.
You know what I'm saying? They had issues and stuff like that. Like that was the issue. Because I never really had that. You know what I'm saying? My dad wasn't active in my life. I had my grandfather. I had men in my life, but not my biological father. And then to be with somebody whose dad is like Johnny on the spot, like
it makes you look at
yeah, it's an issue. Like we're calling your dad. Like I can't handle what's going on in my house. Like I don't need you to be doing that. That was the issue. That
I didn't have mine either.
And then I had to get over myself. Like just because your daddy ain't
You know what I'm
saying? You can't be mad at somebody else because their dad is a good dad. Thank God that, you know what I'm saying, you got a good dad because he is awesome to me too. Love him, can call him whenever. So yeah.
It's just good to be able to have another figure, a father figure, mother figure.
Right.
If you don't have that person to have somebody else to love you that you're looking for, you're looking for that love.
Yeah, but then from the other aspect too, though, like the person who does have the active parent, father, mom, whatever it is, don't use that as a crutch. Like if you and your significant other is going through something, try to handle that shit at home first
Yeah.
before you decide to start.
Bring
You know
other
what I'm
people
saying?
into the
Bringing in
situation.
others. Let us come to that agreement together. Like, okay, call your dad. We need some help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sometimes
don't
that don't work though.
don't sneakily do it though, because then that's the issue. Like, well, I didn't know you was
But
talking
sometimes,
to your dad. Like, what all did you say?
But
Like, I
sometimes-
needed to be there.
but sometimes them parents, they'll have like they'll use that against you. Like, oh, your significant other couldn't handle it. That's what I don't like.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
That's
That's why
why-
I'm saying, like, come to that agreement together. Like, now we're gonna call our parents. Now we're gonna reach out to the people because we need help collectively.
We need some more.
And you know what I'm
advice.
saying? Now it's both of us asking for the help. But that's what I'm saying. Don't just keep calling your dad. Like, I can handle stuff at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta just keep running to your parents. Because now it's making the other person look like, can you not provide? Like, are you a good provider? Exactly. So
And then you're gonna be that'll take some ego pride. That make my pride just
Yeah.
don't call it all. Don't worry about it.
Man, yeah.
Okay.
I struggle first.
I'm not doing that.
okay.
I struggle
Call your dad again. Now that's a whole nother argument. So yeah, counseling for sure, counseling.
I can agree.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure if whatever y'all do, it's actually so many places you can actually get help. So many places. So if you need it, definitely.
And a lot of counselors take insurance.
Mhm.
And like
It's
state
apps.
insurance.
It's
Like state insurance. Like you can go get some help.
Mhm. So
Whatever your state is. If you got Medicaid, Medicare, they take that type of stuff.
they sure do.
You just gotta reach out to them.
And-
They come
and
to get you.
And if you don't have that, it's an app called BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be right virtual.
Yeah.
My therapist, big shout out to my therapist. You changed therapy.
Oh,
Anybody
everything.
need counseling?
Yes, that's
Shout
right.
out to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
She's amazing.
she does in person and she does
Zoom.
virtual.
Yeah.
So even if you ain't got a way to get to her because she works a little far from me,
Round the corner from me.
we right on the phone. Like I got her number on speed dial, and she very accessible.
Mhm.
Like she's so accessible. I text her like 911, and she like, what? What now? So yeah, therapy. All right, well, my last point.
I mean, we can easily just because
Our last point. Or we're gonna touch on our last point and then wherever we go from there.
Mhm.
How are they with communicating?
Woo.
Because communication is major.
Key.
Like you got trust, and then right after trust, it's like communication. Because if I don't trust you, I ain't talking to you about nothing.
You know,
I don't even trust you enough
I don't got nothing to
that
say.
you can be vulnerable to tell you.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, and then you got to know how somebody communicates because people have all different kind of communication styles.
Yeah, so like you try to talk to them, so they want to argue.
Okay,
That ain't communication.
because once you start raising your voice, I'm instantly ready to shut down.
Yeah,
I don't even want
I'm
to
not
talk
about
no more.
to. Don't
Yeah,
yell at
like
me.
I don't even want to talk no more. I'm walking away at that point.
And now me, I can't even lie. Like I'm more of I'm argumentative. I like to get my point across because if you're not listening to me, I'm going to keep talking until you actually hear me. But I got that bad where you could be saying like, okay, I understand, but some reason in my head, I still feel like you don't understand, and I don't know why. I gotta get that together. You hear me? I gotta get that together. 'Cause, I mean, I'm honest. We open book.
Yeah.
I got an issue with that, and I can be upfront with that. I do, and I gotta fix that. But yeah, it's
And then don't be one of them kind of people that I'm trying to hurt you now. I'm mad, so I'm saying anything.
Yeah.
Don't be one of them.
Just say whatever you feel.
I can admit it, I am one of them. Like I will say anything, I will go below the belt, and you shouldn't be like that, especially if you love somebody. You shouldn't.
Ooh.
Especially now when we're talking about marriage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta be able to communicate with that.
Especially now when we going from dating to engage. Like we
Yeah.
ain't hitting below the belt no more.
That's a whole nother step.
Yeah.
That's a big step.
Yeah, because I used to be one of them too. And my thing, I used to be the kind that I don't care who around. If you make me feel away, we talking about it right now, and it shouldn't be that. Like motherfucker had to come to me like, okay, we can argue, but can we argue after everybody leave? Like, why did you just have to just go off while everybody is right here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then when I stopped doing that, she started doing it. So I'm like, you can't expect it from me.
And then you turn around.
And then you start doing it.
At
But
some
then,
point,
and then it was like, well, it was because that was what I was used to from you. But since we've talked about it, you've seen me do that less and less. Now I just walk away.
It gets
I walk away for a minute and then get over it. We still enjoy whatever else is going on. And then once that's over, we laying down. Now we can talk about whatever issue because I ain't trying to go to bed angry.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's my number one.
Because we gonna wake up angry.
Crazy. Going to bed.
We gonna wake up just as mad as
exactly. Probably even
we
more.
went to sleep.
Going to bed.
And now I done had all these billions of thoughts while you was over here snoring because I ain't even been able to get this shit out.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
definitely when the smoke clears and whatever y'all doing is over. But yeah, fight fair.
Yeah,
fight fair.
Communicate.
Especially when we talking about being married.
And make sure you're not talking at them, because talking at them, they're not gonna hear it. Make sure they're listening.
And be receptive.
Exactly.
Please be receptive. Don't be a deflector.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take some accountability. That's what I'm working on. In Jesus' name. I ain't gonna lie. And I know that. I'm well aware. I am. But I'm a good deflector, too. And that's probably what's bad about it. Because I can really flip some shit and now, hey, you like, okay, I'm sorry. When I really should be apologizing.
Yeah.
So, don't be receptive. Just be receptive and own what you're a part of it.
Apologize when needed.
Yeah.
When you need to apologize. When you know you're wrong, apologize.
For sure.
It will turn.
Because you know.
Yeah.
You must know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And people just buying flowers last week. She knew. She took some accountability. She knew she fucked up. But yeah, like you gotta be receptive to that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how they giving it, you know, they might be a little yelling. They might be a little yelling, might be a little loud talking. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you expect that from women. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you messing with their feelings. You expect the voice to get a little high.
Some women, leave them alone. Don't even talk to them.
Okay.
Leave them alone for a little bit. Let them cool down. Then you can communicate.
Yeah.
Because you ain't communicate with no angry monster Inc. You ain't gonna do it.
Because we ain't gonna accomplish nothing.
Mm-mm.
We gonna keep on pointing the finger.
Exactly.
You did, but I did, but you did, but you said, like.
She said.
Please. What are we coming to? Where's the conclusion? Please.
Nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Hang one. Like, if you hungry at this point, I'm tired. You want to eat food sauce and everything. Let's just go eat, man.
You want some sweets or something?
Okay. Please.
You want
Okay. Let that be cake. Crunch. That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, now, not too much. They got the double deckers on my job.
Okay.
They got the double deckers.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, I feel like get rid of your face. Who am I to tell you wait a year? Hell, wait 3 months. If you feel like this is the person that you want to be with within 6 months, by all means, okay. And if you one of my people, I got your back. I'm gonna support you in whatever you do. And then if it don't work out, we gonna jump on
Yeah.
I'm happy you do your thing, you know.
Is that?
That's what I'm saying. As long as
Don't
you're
let
happy now.
anybody dictate to you or put a time limit on when you should do something.
But don't rush just because you feel like everybody else is doing something. Everybody else getting married. Okay, no, that don't mean nothing. It's on you. If you're happy, you're happy.
Right.
Don't just do something just to be doing.
Yeah. Because this is a lifelong community.
Now I'm trying to tell you.
And this really what you want. Make it happen.
Exactly. Now
we're gonna be behind you 200,000%.
Just make sure you're doing it right.
So how long was you and Tiffany together before y'all got engaged?
Ooh.
Ty,
I already told him already. Saturday is what
Yeah,
you're going to
just-
call me at
y'all
some
just-
point. Ty sounds just diabolical to you. But 2 years, I believe. Yeah.
2 years together.
I believe 2 years together.
Y'all, yeah.
We dated for I'm gonna go between 10, 13 years before I actually pop the question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, baby, if I'm wrong, don't beat me.
No, everything. That's why I was like, oh my gosh.
But it was a long time before we got married. You know, and
Oh yeah, y'all married now.
we married.
But
now,
I'm saying
but
before y'all got engaged.
before we got engaged, yes, it was a long time. It was a good. I want to say like between 10 and 13.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
It was like year 9.
Yeah. No, for you.
Yeah.
So
9 years before I was like, all right, well, at this point, common law said we already is. At this point, might as well just go ahead and figure out the paperwork part.
we've been through it. Hey, we've been through it. We got to know each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Very, very well.
Man, you
Very, very,
you
very,
never
very,
ends
very
out
well.
for real.
Okay.
You the water ins
we married now.
and outs. Yeah, I'm married too.
6 months. See, so I'm just
But the
saying.
thing is, though, it's like people like, oh damn, 6 months. Okay, I've been knowing this lady for a minute. I loved her months before as a friend before we was ever together.
Exactly.
Like
So
that
you
lady
didn't
knew
need
I
no
talked
more.
to her
You
every
knew.
day. She knew everything about me. I knew everything about her. Type shit. Like that was my best friend at one point. Like it's they were
Usually you gotta start out with the best friend
Yeah,
because the
that's the
best friend
thing.
gonna last forever.
See, no, I can't say that.
No?
Me and Kid wasn't friends.
No?
I mean, we was like cool. We was doing stuff together, like with other people, like in group settings and stuff like that. But I can't just say like I was just calling her like, "Hey, wanna go hang out?" Like, no, it was never that. It was like we like almost kind of immediately started dating. It wasn't we wasn't friends. I can't say we was friends.
Oh, me and my wife we was friends at first. Before yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We was friends.
Yeah, no, we wasn't.
No.
We weren't friends either.
No friends either.
I feel like we probably hung out like twice before we was like, oh, okay, let's see if this can go somewhere else. So, yeah. So it wasn't never just like we was like had an active friendship and then was like, oh, let's try to see. Because I think that kind of would be hard for me. You know what I'm saying? People that I'm like really, really close friends with that are like fans and stuff. I don't want to mess up our friendship. So if it don't work, us dating now, our friendship weird. Yeah, now it's weird now.
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
it was
friendship
kind of
is
like
dope.
I don't be wanting to be friends with my significant.
Because then a lot of people
like I don't.
if you be friends with your significant other, that's you could be your best friend. Your best friend is gone.
Yeah,
because
you know what I'm saying? Because now I just need my own set of
and
friends
that's another
that
thing.
I'm interested in at all.
You
Like,
doing stuff. You do. You know, your friend doing stuff that friends do, but then y'all get married. They don't really. You know, it's different. That person is different. It's not that same friend.
yeah, you're not like you're not coming at me in a friendly manner no more.
It's
Stuff we would have argued about and let go in an hour. Now we arguing about it for 2 days. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So
yeah, y'all ain't the only ones that was friends first. I know quite a few people who did that, but it is different. It's a change.
yeah, for sure.
Change, for sure.
For sure, y'all both gotta agree. Like we need to, we gonna end our friendship now.
I have a question for y'all. Do y'all remember y'all first date?
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Y'all remember y'all first date?
I do. Only because our first real date, I met the kids.
Ooh, I spoke to you.
I met the kids on our first real date. Cause the other times we were just kicking it, like in the house and stuff. But like actually, like going out, I met the kids. So the kids went on our first date.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I met the kids that day.
I went to dinner.
Yeah, we went to dinner.
Rosie.
Famous Dave's.
Oh, Rosie.
Famous Dave's. We went to Famous Dave's.
Period. Yeah.
On my life, it is. I ain't been there in a minute. I ain't been there since the first
It's
day.
a little different, but it's still them Southside ribs.
You remember y'all first day?
Mhm.
To me,
Yeah. They've been
You
here for
can
25
take-
years. Y'all remember
That's why
that?
I said take your time. Anyway, Rosie's and we went to this club, Unique's.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And
shout out to Diamond and that you need.
everything. So, and they food was good, drinks good. Yeah.
no, just Rosie's.
Yeah. Okay. And then y'all went there and ate
Yeah.
some.
Oh, when you drink, you need more food.
Longhorn.
Yes.
Okay.
It was on some random stuff. It really wasn't a date, but it turned into one.
Period.
Just right.
And that's the good ones, though.
Mm-hmm.
The random ones is the good dates. That's when you ain't thinking about it. When
And
it
see,
ain't
that was us. Like it wasn't even. I wasn't even. I don't feel like I was being like flirty or nothing. Like when we first started like talking, I don't feel like I was coming off as in a flirtatious manner. But I can't tell y'all what I said either. Not on here.
Explicit.
No, it wasn't even explicit,
No,
but you
It's gonna be
know,
a blooper.
it was a substance involved.
Mm.
And I just don't want to talk about that on here. It ain't legal everywhere yet.
Oh,
Even though it is where we live. Put that out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was supposed to just be one of those kind of parties. And yeah,
turned out something.
right.
No, I said to say, Mom, at her house. I actually met the kids there. She cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat down and talked. That's when I think I met the kids in Tavares. But it's bad. He was pretty cool now, though. But he
My
put me
youngest
through the
son
ringer,
wouldn't
you know
even
what I
let me
mean?
touch him at first.
Said, Mark, that.
I touched his hat because I was trying to see what kind of hat it was. And like, what you touching me? My oldest, it wasn't hard at all. He was sold. I had an iPhone. He was sold on the iPhone. It was the first iPhone he ever seen in person.
Oh, yeah, he got
So
played
he was sold just because I had a phone. I was cool with him. That little one, that's the mama's boy to every extent of the word.
Oh.
And he was like, "Who was you?
with
And what are your motives?" I felt like he was the dad. Like, sheesh. And he was only 4. So.
The youngest one was stuck under my butt. She was 3, and as soon as she seen that I was coloring, she wanted to color too. We was in there. We was coloring whatever she wanted to color. Rainbows.
Yeah.
The smiley faces.
All kind of stuff.
We was doing all types of stuff. But the oldest one, she was a little iffy on me. And then when she started to see that her sister was on it, and she was on it too. She
And
like,
then
all right,
because
cool.
kids been through stuff too
They
with their
sure have.
parents. You know what I'm saying? They just seen people
Oh, yeah.
treat their moms nice. They just seen people do stuff to their moms, and then it's like, are you gonna be in our life?
Exactly.
Because like I said with my kids, they other parent is not active.
Right.
So they like, you gonna leave us too?
Exactly.
Why would we want to get close to you?
They feel like a separation anxiety.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why would we want to get close to you? And if he did, you gonna dip too.
Exactly.
So that's why I said if the kids have issues, definitely take them to counseling too. Let's just all go back to that. Like take them to
And first explain to your kids what counseling is, because if they feel like they don't want to talk to a stranger, you have to explain to them that you're okay with talking to that stranger.
right.
And so
And
they
be
don't
honest.
understand. Yeah. And
Be honest with therapy. Be
Because-
honest. If I ain't honest with nobody else, I tell my therapist the gut bust the truth.
You have to.
Like be honest in therapy.
That's
I
what
hate
it
when
is.
people don't be honest in therapy.
I mean,
Like
but
I witnessed it. Like, is it for real?
I would
It's
say,
not you, because this is somebody that really don't know you.
yeah,
And you supposed to be your most vulnerable with this person, and I get it. That's weird at first, but they there to help you.
Yeah.
They went to school and studied the mind and all of that, whereas
they know
we
exactly
don't know.
what to say.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't even get my feelings out on words. I have to text it first, and then be like, okay, now I can say this. How in not so much of a hurt you type of way
So it
or
don't be
something
jumping.
like that. Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get it out.
Yeah.
So
So you can understand what you're saying.
yeah.
Mhm.
Journaling is big for me. If you go
But
through my notes,
I would say
I be
if you have to be honest with your counselor.
touching some stuff in there.
You got to be honest with your counselor, but at the same time, you got to be honest with other people outside of your counselor too.
Yeah.
Because if you not honest with anybody else, And only your counselor, then where is the truth at?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with your spouse for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm
like,
just saying, people go to
Yeah.
therapy by themselves and be in there telling the therapist a
across
bowl
the
of
board.
lies.
Across the board.
Yeah, like I had to do that as far as the kids because, like, come in there and tell that lady what's going on. We ain't here for nothing. You lying.
She ain't gonna say
I remember this one time, man, they called the school called, like, oh my God, we're so sorry about your loss. We like, what? The counselor like, yeah, because their older brother passed away. We like, what older brother? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so just be honest.
a bunch of crap. That's what that is.
Brother gone. We didn't like
What brother, man?
One that had a dream about, you know? You remember that one?
Like, yeah, for real. So, yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nothing else to think of. I can't do that.
I mean, we could get on the daddy situation because I'm still dealing with it.
What? The other parents? That's another topic.
That's what I'm saying. That one's gonna be another topic because I gotta tell my story.
Definitely gonna talk about co-parenting with the opposite sex as male presenting people, co-parenting with males. You know, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely a topic coming. If y'all think of anything y'all want us to address, like I said, feel free.
If y'all got some topics out there,
Right.
you want us to talk
follow
about.
us on Facebook and message us or write it on our wall. Tell us. We are very, very receptive.
And we will be open.
Yeah.
Whatever.
For sure. We want the feedback.
We'll just talk amongst each other and figure out which one will fit best.
Absolutely.
And we gonna shout out, hey, this topic from such and such.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So make sure y'all get the
Let them know
comment
this your topic.
because if y'all get the comment frequently, we will definitely start giving our viewers a couple shout outs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely interact with us so we can know what y'all want to hear about. Because we here to talk about
Do you hear me?
it.
Let's talk about it.
With the brothers.
All right, y'all. We out. We ended.
Yeah, this your boy Ty. Hey, this your boy Ty though.
This lip.
Big Woo. We out.
Drop yourself down, relax yourself.